O Sita, you are free to go anywhere now. Written by Madan Mohan Tarun, read by Madan Mohan Tarun. After the war of Ramayana was over and Ravan was killed, Hanuman requested Ram with his folded hands to go and meet Mother Sita at Ashok Vatika and bring her back. Ram looked at Hanuman but said nothing. He kept sitting without a word for some time. Then he requested Bibhishan, who was sitting near him, to go and bring Sita back there. The words coming from Ram were so casual and heartless that Bibhishan took quite some time to understand and response to it. Hanuman was shocked. He looked at Ram with disapproval in his eyes. Why not Ram himself goes to bring Mother Sita from Ashok Vatika, for whom the whole war was fought? Some thoughts disturbed Bibhishan too, but seeing unexpected hardness in the attitude of Ram, he dared not to question him. He proceeded to bring celebrated Sita, daughter of great Janak, daughter-in-law of glorious King Dashrath, and wife of Ram, the great warrior ever born before and after, from Ashok Vatika, where she was captivated by Ravan. Bibhishan arranged a glorious palanquin covered with valuable clothes. When Ram came to know this, he did not approve the idea. He asked Bibhishan to bring Sita walking. This was the another shock for Bibhishan. However, he had to follow the instruction. The passage through which Sita had to walk down to Ram was packed with soldiers. Ram was sitting among them on a huge rock. To make the path befitting to the glory of Sita, Bibhishan asked those soldiers to disperse from there so that she can walk conveniently. Ram stopped him doing so and said, "And women like Sita, who had stayed for quite some time in Lanka among demons, whose face has been touched by the lusty eyes of Ravan for months and months together, need no any veil or special arrangement. She can come here walking like an ordinary woman." Finally, when Sita reached back, her thirsty eyes celebrated the presence of Ram, her husband, who she missed, whom she missed and missed as if for years and years, for whom she waited every second. But she was not given any warm welcome by Ram. She kept on standing near him, uncared, expecting a word for him. For quite some time, nothing but only rocky silence and silence prevailed there. I make you free from all obligations forever from my side. These melting fire-like words reached to the heart of Sita through her ears. An ocean of fire encircled her. She never had faced such a moment even in Ashok Vatika. She was unable to feel whether she was alive or dead. She saw Ram, who was standing like a stone statue facing towards some other direction. Thousands and thousands of monkey and bear soldiers and demons, soldiers of division, were watching them, having no faith in their ears, what they had heard, and having no faith in their eyes, seeing what was happening there. The wind was silent, the ocean forgot waving. After a good gap of hard time, Ram gave a blank look at Sita and spoke, which shocked everybody present there. Ram said, "Don't feel that I had this war for you. Your abduction by Ravan had caused bad name for me and to my whole race. I have washed it off by winning you back from him. My duty is over." He waited for a moment and spoke harshly again. "Oh Sita, you are free to move away from here to any direction of your choice, to the north, south, east, west, or anywhere you want to. Right from this moment, birds stopped chirping, and all directions became foggy. Like the face of Sita with her fearful eyes, she was standing dejected, deserted, insulted, like non existent in this vast and limitless universe.